Hey guys, so I have a exciting update about my apartment housing search. We did sign a lease on a place. It was the other one that we, hi baby, was the other one that we toured last week, the 2-bedroom. And yeah, we really love it. It has a lot of character. It's in like an actual house, so it has a little yard. It's on a nice quiet street and in a neighborhood that we know and love already. And there will be lots of good walking spots for Oscar. And yeah, so we move in less than a month. So we've already started packing, which is crazy. Before everything gets packed up, I wanted to give you a little apartment tour of our sweet little home that we've lived in for 2 years now. And then I do plan to do another quick tour when it's empty, which will be so sad. And then I will obviously give you a tour of the new place as well. Okay, so here is our living room. It's pretty small, so we just have a little couch here and coffee table. Really love coffee table books, so I have a couple up top, and then there's this little shelf below, and I have quite a few down here as well. And then also on this coffee table, I keep this cute little wood bowl full of vintage matchbooks, and I have some cute little tile and terracotta coasters from World Market. Across from the couch is our TV stand. We just have some little storage cubes with miscellaneous stuff, another coffee table book. And then on this wall is where our front door is, and we keep our shoes and our dog stuff there in a little basket. I'll show you this wall as well. We just have this little IKEA stool as a little table, and then this lamp. And I have this blanket that I got in Albuquerque. And then the art over here is a film photo that I shot in La Jolla. So coming out of our living room into our dining room, we have some stuff along this wall. We have all of my plants on a stand that my brother made for me. Standing mirror here, and then this nice bookshelf. We've already started packing up this shelf, so it is not all cute and styled, but I had just some of my like crafting stuff stored in here. Okay, and then this is our dining space. It's a mess because this is where we're hoarding all our packing materials and packed boxes. I have a little 4-person table with these cute green velvet mid-century chairs. And then we have this beautiful hanging lantern. This isn't hardwired or anything. It's just hanging from the ceiling. This is a medium-sized lantern from Hay. And then next to our dining table is my record setup. So I have my record player here, all of my records stored down below, another couple coffee table books. If we pivot over just a little bit, in this corner is my office setup. So I have a standing desk, a walking pad here that I pull out, my nice pretty chair that I got off the side of the road, I have this picture shelf ledge above my desk with a couple of prints I bought recently. And then we have our cutie little tiny bathroom. So we have a pretty large vanity here. And then our shower here has a really nice window in the shower. And then on the other side of the vanity, we have this nice glass shelf where we keep the products that we use every day. Okay, and then coming out of here is our kitchen. It's pretty small, but it has worked for the two of us over the years. So on this side, we have our kitchen sink, our microwave, our dish drying rack, and in the edges, I have plants and a lot of cookbooks. There's some potted rosemary, and I have like a little ring dish or salt dish and a little lamp. And then in this corner we have my KitchenAid, a little colander full of fruit and veggies, salt and pepper, oil, utensils. Over here we have our knife block, our Keurig, and a few more cookbooks. On this other side of the kitchen, we just have our fridge, and then we added this little coffee cart, and on it we have my Breville Bambino espresso machine. We have an ice machine. We DIY'd these floating shelves above the coffee cart, and this is probably the weirdest thing about our apartment, but our bedroom is right off of our kitchen. Here is our king bed. We have this beautiful striped cotton bedding from Cotton, K-O-T-N. This is my nightstand over here. I have a little lamp from Home Goods, a thrifted picture frame, and then a couple of books that I'm reading right now. And next to it I have our laundry drying rack. I just hang a couple of pretty skirts. Pivoting this direction is my dresser and my laundry hamper. And I also hung this little accordion hanger. And I always just hang dresses, shirts, coats I'm wearing for the current season, and I just swap them out seasonally. That we have like no storage in this apartment. There's actually no closet in this bedroom, so I usually just keep a pile of, again, things that are in season that I'm wanting to wear. This little bowl with claw clip and some perfume samples, and then I have my perfumes all back here. Pivoting over from where my dresser was are these beautiful French doors, and we have curtains here, so at night we would close these curtains to give more privacy. Coming through these French doors, we're back in the living room, and that is it for my apartment tour before we move out of this place. Okay, I've been scrolling through Pinterest a lot, thinking of ideas for a new place. These are some photos from the listing for our apartment. So this is the living room with these beautiful big bay windows. And then behind that is the dining room space with another bay window. And this is the wood burning stove in the corner of that room. It is so cutie. And then this is one of the bedrooms. There is another bedroom too. Okay, so this is my Pinterest board for my office. Lots of books, big bookshelves. Want to do a lantern like we have in our dining room. I want to maybe do a corner desk or two desk situation. And I'd like to add some fun art as well. Really like the corner desk setup in this space and the bookshelves that span a whole wall. I love the use of lanterns in this one, and again, the corner desk and a funky chair. And I also had an idea to do like a craft table, like another desk just for my crafts. So here is a little mock-up that I made for my office. It has some items that I already own, like my desk, my monitor, my lamp, and my chair. And then I've added in, I want to do the paper lantern. I want to hang some bookshelves, fill them with books, plants, photos, and then I want to hang some cool art. And this is my Pinterest board for our living room. So it has a lot of darker, deeper colors, playing off of a white couch, which I already have, some fun accent chairs, a credenza for a record player, and some cool art. Okay, I love this image. It's got the white couch just like mine, but it plays with deeper tones, fun chair. I love the idea of doing like a slatted bench and stacking books and art on top. And then I really want to do a credenza for my record player and to store my records. And I definitely want to do accent chairs. I love the idea of a striped chair, but I also could just go for like a funky mid-century shaped chair. So this is the mock-up I did for the living room with a very similar white couch to mine and our same coffee table, but I've added in a bunch of pieces that I've been eyeing that I think look good together. I've had my eye on this darker patterned rug for a while. I also love the green pillows. They're on sale right now from West Elm. And then I mentioned I love a slat bench, and I also want to do like a funky shaped chair. Also want to do a credenza. I love this artwork. It's shot by Slim Aarons, and I love the way this little H&M mushroom lamp ties into the colors of the photo. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this little design talk. It was fun for me to just talk through my ideas.